Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st down and goal at the 8-yard line.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Chris Carson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
His kick is no good.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
At their own 27-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Jackson on 3rd and long. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Jackson's pass.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And they have secured that spot in the playoffs, clinching the NFC North Division, in fact. So for the moment, they would be hosting a wild card game in round one.
And I think it is cause for celebration. Let's not get hung up on the fact that only one team now gets a bye in the first round. Win your division, get to the playoffs, celebrate that, and by the way, they are guaranteed a home game. That's a good way to start the playoffs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
36-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
Brings up third down and
this is Carson.
Here we go.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Here's Carson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Chris Carson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Jackson on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
3rd down.
To throw is Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. This would be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
4-yard line.
12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
12. Chiefs, nothing.
On 1st down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They run it with Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Carson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Carson.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Packers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Leonard Fournette. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. And now here comes Kansas City. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
37-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
8 yards there and a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. You're the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. And Jackson throwing once more. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Touchdown.
From 3 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. Gardner Minshew, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From Motown, we'll take the trip across Lake Erie to Cleveland to check in on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Paris Campbell, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Kyler Murray, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team.
Two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. DJ Chark, 76 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Boy, that got pretty close to disaster. Going for 2, you cough it up. They almost returned it all the way to the other end for 2 for themselves.
You think a lecture on ball security is in order here? Because and it's not just taking care of it, it's what you just talked about. What can result when you don't take care of it? They almost gave up a score.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now going on the ground with Madison. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Offside defense.
Everybody stay under control. Let's just make plays, man.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. They'll run it with Madison. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's into the hands of Edwards. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
It's a game.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson will throw again. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. To throw again is Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Jackson down. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will close the gap down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. The last run got 6. Now second and 4. From the gun, Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Kansas City.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the Packers' 41-yard line.
Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Again, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A throw complete to Dorsett. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this time he is in. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Good.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Number 89.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down, Kansas City.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jackson, 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38.
89.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Jackson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On 1st down, it's Carson. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They run for it with Carson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Chris Carson, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Here's Harris to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Jackson.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they